Hi, I am Becky Amble. Welcome to Marketing Minute, and I am here with our third in the series talking about different revenue streams. And this is going to be pretty high level. If you need some more information or want some help on this, reach out. You can find me. LinkedIn, I'm on there quite often, and I would be happy to help you with some information. The other thing is I can also give you a link to my program. It's on Facebook where I spent more time on this. So one of the first things that is obvious, and sometimes we don't do the obvious, is to look at existing assets that we could be utilizing and maybe doing some improvements to increase our revenue streams that we already are working on. These are 4 areas to take a look at. And again, it could be high level, so I'm not going to get into a lot of detail on this at this point. The core thing to remember is that you have products or services right now that are serving as the foundation in your business. And the more you can maximize value from these existing products and services, or you might call them an offering, that's terminology used these days a little bit more often. Anyway, what you want to do is find ways to enhance or repurpose something that you're already doing. And this then can lead you into opportunities in new market needs, potentially maybe a new niche or a new target market. And here's some strategies to think about. So first, product or service enhancements. Think about continuously improving and innovating your existing products and services to stay ahead of the competition and provide more value to your customers. Again, an important area is making sure that you're keeping in touch with customers and you're listening to what they're saying, whether it comes through your sales channel or your customer service. Make sure you got your ear to the street and you are listening. The other thing, though, keep in mind that there's a tendency in tech companies in particular to constantly be coming up with the latest, greatest feature benefit, that they come up with the latest gizmo. That is not always the solution because not everybody wants the latest, greatest innovation that you come up with. And it's really a good idea to make sure then that you are listening to the customers and potentially do some research or even test market an idea. Other cases, this can open up a new niche for your business. Another idea, number 2, is kind of similar. It's new cases. So you want to identify new cases for existing products or services, opening doors to untapped markets and customer segments. So similar, you want to really identify where else can your product solve a problem. You might go through and say, what problems does our product or service solve? And you know who your target market is now, and hopefully you're strong and doing really well in that one. And then brainstorm, what other target markets? Are there other industries that have the same problem? Are there other companies? Maybe right now you work and sell to Fortune 500s. Maybe you want to go down to Fortune 1000, and maybe that opens up a new target market for you. So take a look at different ways that you can assess this. Third point is bundling and packaging. Often a good way to create or product or service enhancements, build on what you have, is to bundle and offer additional benefits or savings to customers. And this encourages upselling opportunities often. And I have a program I'm doing on upselling and cross-selling where we get into this in a lot more detail. So think about if you've got a product or service that a customer is buying product A. Well, how about if they bought product B? Would that help them solve their problem better? Or problem C, or product C, or A, B, and C. Same thing with services. Or you might have a product company where now you've got some kind of a support service that is really going to enhance the performance overall for them. Think about that. And then product or service customization is the last idea here in this idea of getting additional value from your existing products or services. And in customization, you can offer options to meet specific needs that the customer has, specific requirements that they have in their company, and increase customer satisfaction. Again, the more you can solve their problem and solve it better than anybody else, they are going to be happier and be a more loyal repeat customer for you. So think about that option. Now, again, there's a caveat because you don't want to customize everything you do. It has to be the right situation, the right customer, and it could be a good one where you do a little bit of your cost benefit analysis and make sure that it makes business sense. Because if you've got a customer that maybe is a small customer, they might nickel and dime you. And if you customize a product or service for them, there's a potential that it just costs you more money. So, and as always, take a look at that, because it could be a small customer that you're not quite meeting their needs. Maybe they could become a bigger customer if you were able to customize. Really dig into it and make sure that you made a good business decision before you jump into some of these ideas. And keep in mind these 4: product or service enhancements, new use cases, number 2. Third is bundling and packaging. And then the last idea just shared was product or service customization. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I look forward to seeing you in our next Marketing Minute, where we'll continue on with this topic. Thank you.